It's too heavy. I know, I was feeling them all. Do you have an extra?
Yeah, because I don't need it today.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Thank you. How about a camera pouch? It's too heavy, though.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rabbi Lockitz. Welcome to Beit Shalom congregation. Standing behind me at the reading desk is Cantor Seeger. Playing that beautiful music on the piano, that was Rita Lusky. And sitting over here is Rabbi Crimmings. We have a full bima today. And over here on this side, I think many of you know that young man, Tyler, who is becoming a bar mitzvah today. And I know he's grateful for your presence. To his left is Adam, who is a member of our board of trustees. He represents the congregation on the bima this morning. And to his right is Rabbi Cohen. We welcome you all to our synagogue. We're going to be praying this morning using our Shabbat morning prayer book. That is the loose leaf bound prayer book that you can find nearby. It's got a spiral binding. This prayer book is helpful whether you know the prayers or not. If you do know them, we hope you'll follow along and participate so that we can hear your voices and Tyler can be lifted up by your presence. And if you're not familiar with the prayers, then we still hope you'll follow along because each page is full of explanations and commentaries so that everyone feels included. We're going to begin on the bottom of page 4. As you turn to page 4, let's also make sure our cell phones and cameras, any electronic or technology, anything that's going to be a distraction during the service, please turn to off. And when we come across English that's in italicized print, that's your cue to read along with us. Page 4. Let's turn ahead to page 6 as we join together in the blessing for Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with your mitzvot and commands us to engage in the study of Torah together.
Eternal our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us and to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. Blessed is Adonai, the teacher of Torah to your people Israel.
We continue on page 7, singing the words of Elu Devarim.
Devarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur, Elohim. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur, Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur, Elohim. Kibud Avayim.
We'll continue on page 9 with the chanting of our Nisim B'chol Yom, praises for everyday miracles.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes with awareness. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who spreads out the earth upon the waters. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who makes firm our steps. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who forms me in the image of God. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me to be free. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who provides for all my needs. We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 12.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemir Rabba.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei.
B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei b'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman karib. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba mevorach. Le'olam lamei amaya yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'Kodesha Berichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata
Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran bi'alma.
V'imeru.
Amen.
Barechu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due, now and forever. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzer or uvorei choshech, Osei shalom uvorei ad hakol, Hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha barachamim, Uvtuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reishit, Ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai, Kulam b'chochma asita, Mal'ah ha'aretz kinyanecha, Titbarach Adonai Eloheinu, Al shavach ma'aseh yadecha, Ve'al me'orei or she'asita yefarucha sela, Or chadash al tzion ta'ir, V'nizkech ulanu mehera le'oro, Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer ha'me'orot. Let's turn to page 14, and we'll read responsively in the English. Deep is your love for us, abiding your compassion. From of old we have put our trust in you.
and you have taught us the laws of life. Be gracious now to us, that we may understand and fulfill the teachings of your word.
Enlighten our eyes in your Torah, that we may cling to your mitzvot. Unite our hearts to love and revere your name. We trust in you and rejoice in your saving power, for you are the source of our help. You have called us and drawn us near to you in faithfulness. Joyfully we lift up our voices and proclaim your unity, O God. In love you have called us to your service.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. You may be seated as we turn to page 16 and read together in the English. You shall love Adonai your God with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am Adonai your God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Let's turn to page 17 and we'll read responsively. True and enduring, beloved and precious, awesome, good, and beautiful is this eternal teaching.
This truth we hold to be forever certain. The eternal God is our ruler. You are the rock of Jacob, our protecting shield.
You abide through all generations. Your name is eternal. Your throne stands firm. Your sovereignty and faithfulness are everlasting.
Your words live and endure, true and precious to all eternity.
Adonai our God, you redeemed us from Egypt.
You set us free from the house of bondage.
For this, the people who felt your love sang songs of praise to you.
The living God, high and exalted, mighty and awesome.
Who humbles the proud and raises the lowly, who frees the captive and redeems the oppressed.
Who is the answer to all who cry out? All praise to God Most High, the source of blessing. Like Moses, Miriam, and Israel, we sing to you the song of rejoicing.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Shira charasha שבחוג עולים לשמך, אספת הים, יחד כולם הודו, והמליכו, ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, Sur Israel, koma be'ezrat Israel, ufetechinu mecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael. Galenu, Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kadosh Yisrael.
ata Adonai. God Yisrael. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agitilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula lifnei b'neihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofei cholim, u'matir asurim, u'mekayem emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha bal gevurot, u'mido melach, melech memit u'mechayeh, u'matzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו, מדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, נגיד גן לך, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, נגיד גן לך, ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך, קדושתך נקדיש, ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים,
קדושתך, קדושתך נקדיש, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך, ושפחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם לעולם ועד, ושפחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. You may be seated. We are going to continue on the bottom of page 22, Yismechu. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshei, mekadeshei shevi Shabbat, kulam yisveu, v'yitangu mituvecha Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi ratzita bo v'kirashto Shabbat, k'emdat yamim oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zeicher l'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat, zeicher l'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechotecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg Shabbat. We'll continue now for a few moments of silent meditation. You can use the words that are in our prayer book through page 27 or the words in your own heart. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, ועל ליבי לפניך, אדוני Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable before you, O Lord, my rock and my Redeemer. O se shalom imromav, uya se shalom aleinu, v'ha Yisrael, ve'imeru,
I noted at the beginning of our time together that many of you have come to be present to witness Tyler becoming a bar mitzvah. I'll tell you that you're here to witness the celebration of it, but you've already witnessed him becoming a bar mitzvah because it's a process he has been going through for a long time, and it's a transition that we officially celebrate today, but it's something that he has already attained. It's a new status for him. We, of course, commonly think of becoming bar mitzvah as being considered an adult in the Jewish community. Of course, it's more complicated than that. It's really the beginning of an in-between, no longer being a child, not quite yet being an adult. Yet, we expect of our emerging adults to display and express some important Jewish values and rituals and customs to assure us that they will continue our traditions as they take over and into the next generation. And so we want all of our B'nai Mitzvah to have been a part of our community for a significant period of time. And Tyler, of course, has grown up here ever since he came to Minnesota. I remember his family at Tat Shabbat, and his parents are such great examples of being involved in the Jewish community and being leaders in the Jewish community. So I know it's something he experiences every day. And we also want them to be able to read and lead from our prayer book, to take a little bit of our Torah and study it over a period of time and be able to understand it. And in fact, Tyler is the expert in the sanctuary today on this week's particular Torah portion. And also to put our teachings into action into the world through acts of Tikkun Olam. And Tyler indeed did a great act of repairing the world, Tikkun Olam, that he's going to tell you about when he delivers his Devar Torah in a little while. So it's with all of these things in mind that it's a pleasure and an honor to invite Tyler to lead us through the Torah service, Seder Kriyat Torah, as we all turn to page 28 in the prayer book.
Happy is the one who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding. For its fruits are better than silver, its yield than fine gold. It is more precious than rubies, no treasure can match it. All shalosha devarim ha'olam omed, all ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut hasadim. The world stands on three things, on Torah, worship, and loving deeds.
Please rise.
Al shalosha devarim, al shalosha devarim, al shalosha devarim, ha'olam omed, al shalosha devarim, al shalosha devarim, al shalosha devarim, ha'olam omed, al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al gemilut hasadim, al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al gemilut hasadim.
Tyler, I know you've seen those words above the ark, which read, Da lifnei mi ata omed, know before whom you stand. And today, you stand literally and figuratively in front of all of the generations of our people, leading us back to Moses and Mount Sinai, Moses on Mount Sinai. Our tradition teaches us that that's where Moses received the Torah, and he passed it on through all of the generations until it reaches you today. And also standing before you are your grandparents who opened the ark. And I know that they look on with such awe and reverence for this moment, and for you, they've opened the ark as they've opened so many doors for you in life. And on this side, we have your parents and your sister and your grandma, your grandparents who are supporting you today, who are the link in the chain that connects you to Moses on Mount Sinai. You received the Torah through them. The generation of your grandmother, who passed it on to your dad. And your mom, as an adult, received the Torah. And with your sister looking on, I know, excited for her special day, it becomes yours.
Havu, Godel, Lelohenu, Utnu, Chavod, La Torah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah.
Ki mision tetzeh Torah, Ki mision tetzeh Torah, udevar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael, b'kedushato.
Beit Yaakov, lechu v'neilcha, be'or Adonai. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk by the light of our God.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. God alone, Adonai iti, udnenu mema shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagdulha v'hagvura v'hatiferet v'haneitach v'hahod ki chol b'shamayim uva'aretz ki chol b'shamayim uva'aretz lecha Adonai הממלכה והמתנשא לכל לראש. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. ירם הים, ירם הים.
We invite Casey and Aoife Jolicoeur and Alana Edberg and Bill Genta to help us undress the Torah.
Yeram hayam umelo, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam umelo, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam, Yeram hayam umelo, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim. ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ.
My Torah portion for this Shabbat is Vayetze, from the book of Genesis, chapter 29, beginning with verse 9. You may find it in your Torah commentaries on page 199. Please follow along with me in English as I chant the Hebrew.
That was page 199. It's beginning with Genesis chapter 29, verse 9. Tyler has broken his Torah portion up into 4 different sections, 4 different aliyot, so that he could invite others to come stand with him at the Torah and bless the Torah and be with him as he chants from it. For the first aliyah, we invite Wesley Edberg and Sandy Miller. Ya'amdu Getman. Should be Hebrew name. Lichvod HaTorah.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Hamim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Odenu medaber imam verachel ba'a im hatson asher le'aviha ki ro'a hi vayehi ka'asher ra'a Yaakov at Rachel, Bat Lavan, Hava, Achi, Imo, Betson, Lavan, Achi, Imo, Vayigash, Yaakov, Vayagel, at Ha'evan, Me'o, Pi, Habe'er, Vayashk, Etzon Lavan Achi Imo Vayishak Yaakov Lerachel, Vayisa et kolo, Vayevk, Vayaged Yaakov, Lerachel, Ki Achi, Aviha hu, Vechi, Ven Rivka hu, Vatarot, Vataged Leaviha, Vayehi Chishmoa Lavan et Shemar Yaakov ben Achotov Vayarot Likrato Vayachabek Mo Vayanashek Lo Vayaviehu El Beito Vayasaper Lavan It's Kol Hadvarim Ha'ele Vayomer Lo Lavan Ach Atzmi Usari Alta Vayeshev Imo Chodesh Yamim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. For the second Aliyah, we call Mindy Edberg. Ta'amod Mina lichvod haTorah.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher baruch arbanu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Lavan leYaakov, Achi ata v'avadtani chinam hagida li maskortecha ulavan shtei banot shem hagedola Leah v'shem haketana Rachel ve'enei Leah rakot v'Rachel hayeta Yefat Toar Bifat Mar'eh Vayahav Yaakov et Rachel Vayomer Evodcha Sheva Shanim Rachel B'Techam Haketana Vayomer Lavan Matov Titi Ota Lach Mititi Ota Leish Acher Shiva Imadi Vayavod Yaakov V'Rachel Sheva Shanim Vayu Ve'enav Ke'amim Achadim B'ahavato Ota.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'hayei olam neta betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
As Misha Berach, Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, v'imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless those before you who have risen to the bima in honor of God, in honor of Torah, in honor of Shabbat, and in Tyler's honor. And by this merit may they be granted life and kept from all trouble and affliction and from every harm or sickness. And may they find blessing and success and joy and health every day, as together we say, Amen. Tyler has come to his third aliyah, which is reserved for his parents. So we call Joshua and April to the bima. Ya'amdu hahorim, ya'amdu yankel beresh, ve'aviva rut lichvod haTorah.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol hamim
V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Yaakov el Lavan hava et ishti ki ma'u yamai ve'avoa eleha vayasov Lavan et kol anshe hamakom vayas mishteh vayehi va'erev vayikach et Leah Vidov Vayave Ota Elav Vayavoa Elaha Vayitein Lavan La Et Zilpa Shivchato Lelea Vito Shivcha Vayehi Vaboker Vehinehi Leah Vayomer El Lavan Mazot Asita Li Halo Verhel Avati Ima Velamaritani.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misha berach avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel v'Leah, hu yivorech et hachorei habachur habar mitzvah hayom. Kishem shezachu legadel et binam ad hayom hazeh. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless Joshua and bless April, Tyler's parents, who have brought him to the bima today to become a bar mitzvah. They thank you for the strength you have granted them to raise him to reach this most significant occasion. Guide them to recognize his new responsibilities among the Jewish people. And may they be blessed with joy and happiness and health today and every day, as together we say, Amen. Up until this point, Tyler has been chanting from the Torah so that others could have the honor of coming and standing with him on the bima. And now we make a distinction between those readings and the next one. We're going to have him turn towards the ark and read from a different Torah scroll, one that remains upright there, as he truly takes his place, crossing that threshold into Jewish adulthood at the Torah. Please rise. Ya'amod habar mitzvah, Ya'amod Aram, ben Yankel Beresh ve'aviva Rut, lichvod ha'Torah.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim, V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Vayomer Lavan Lo Yaseh Chen Binkomenu Latet Haseira Lifnei Habachira Male Shavua Zot Vayitana Lecha Gam et Zot Avodah Asher Tavod Imadi Od Shavashanim Achirot Vaya As Yaakov Gain Vaya Malay Shavua Zot Vayitana Lecha Vayitan Lo At Rachel Bito Lo Leisha Vayiten Lavan Lerachel Bito Et Bilcha Shivchato La Leshivcha Vayavo Gam Et Rachel Vayahav Gam Et Rachel Mileah Vayavod Imo Od Shavashanim Achirot. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet, V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivorech et Abachur Habar Mitzvah Aram ben Yankel Beresh v'Aviva Rut Ba'avur she'alah hayom lichvod hamakom lichvod haShabbat v'lichvod haTorah. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless this bar mitzvah Tyler, who has marked this occasion by being called to the Torah. He has come with reverence for God, for Torah, and for Shabbat, to thank God for all the good which has been his since the day of his birth. May the Holy One, praised be Adonai, grant him a long life. May he be at one with Adonai, studying God's teachings and walking on God's path. May he prosper in all his worthy endeavors and find favor before God and his fellow human beings. And may his parents continue to rear him to adulthood, imbued with the love of Torah and the performance of good deeds. And may they be privileged someday to bring him back here to stand beneath the chuppah as together we say, Amen. You may take your seats. Just as I have been asking for a Misha Berach, a blessing on those who have risen to the Bima, we also pause in our service with the Torah still out and ask for a Misha Berach for those who need blessings of healing. I'll read a list compiled by our members in a moment, ask if there are others to consider as well. For healing of body or soul, this Shabbat we think of Rochelle Landy, Carmen Wood, Jay Weinblatt, Shirley Weissman, Benita Johnson, Paula Fields, Joni Corwin, Tsipi Ray, Rini Goldish, Karen Dingle, Chuck Conrad, Donna Ciani, Emily Jarecki, Andrew Jaffe, Marnie Lashinsky, Jim Levitas, Eileen Pachersky, Taylor Boyle, Mary Sue Kern, Rhonda Garvis, Dina, Olivia Nord, Jennifer Nord, Lee Mannheimer, Sue Weber, Ellen Greenberg, Miriam Spillman, Jim Landy, Linda Lindholm, Mark Van Note, Rabbi Lynn Landsberg, Sigmund Stern, Shirley Thomas, John Trachtenberg, Naomi Reyna, Lenny Leader, Beverly Stern. We mentioned Nadav Vinesh, who is serving in Israel's Defense Forces, the IDF, and Jamie Larson, who serves in the United States military, and we pray for their well-being. If there are others to consider with our healing prayer, our Misha Berach, I invite you to add their name silently or aloud when I look your way. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. Our Misha Berach prayer is on page 32 in the prayer book.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
And now we invite Peyton Edberg and Rich and Teresa Wagner to the bima to help us dress the Torah. Please rise.
Vezot HaTorah, Vezot HaTorah, Asher Samlo Shalifnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Beyad Moshe.
My Haftarah portion for this morning is Vayetze from the book of Hosea, chapter 12, beginning with verse 13. You may find it in your Torah commentaries on page 344. Please follow along with me in English as I chant the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah u'Moshe abdo u'Yisrael amo u'v'nvi'ei ha'emet b'tzedek vayivrach Yaakov sedei aram vayavod Yisrael be'isham u'v'isha shamar uvnavi ha'elah Adonai at Israel b'Mitzrayim uvnavi nishmar hichis Ephraim tamrurim v'ramav alav yitosh v'cherpato yashiv lo Adonai kedaber Ephraim ritate nasahu b'Yisrael vayasham baba'al vayamot ve'ata yosifu lachato vaya'asu lahem masecha mikaspam kivunam atabim maase charashim kulo lahem hem omrim zovchei adam agalim yishakun lachen yithu kanan boker v'chatal mashkim holech kemotz yisoer migoren uchashan me'aruba ve'anochi Adonai Elohecha me'eretz Mitzrayim ve'elohim zuati lo teda u'moshia ayin bilti Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol ha'olamim tzadik b'chol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh ha'mdaber u'mkayem shekel devarav emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu l'kedusha v'limnu chai lechavod ultiv aretz hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umbarachim ota yitparach shimcha befi kol chai tamid le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Shabbat Shalom. I am so happy to see my family and friends from far and near together at the Bet Shalom congregation. My Torah portion is Vayetze from the book of Deuteronomy. My Torah portion is about Jacob working for Laban for 7 years to marry Rachel, his daughter, and then having to work another 7 years after being tricked by Laban to marry his other daughter first. Laban then deceives Jacob again and again until eventually Jacob leaves, and he and Laban make peace. In my Torah portion, there are a lot of deceit and lies, but there are also several good lessons. I would like to talk about how Jacob matures. In his younger years, Jacob is deceitful by tricking his brother out of the birthright and tricking his father into giving him a special blessing. But then, as he suffers through Laban's continuous deceit, he starts to mature and never complains. This idea is an important lesson. It is very important for us to mature as we grow older, like we witness as Jacob progresses from adolescence to adulthood. If we never matured and never worked to become better people and make our own life, the world would be a very different place. As we mature, we become better people and work to make the world a better place. With all the bad things in the world today, it is very important that we try every day to make the world better. This can be the small act of saying hi to someone who needs it, or it can be packaging food for people who can't afford it themselves. If we all do at least one good thing a day, it will add up. If you say hi to someone and cheer them up, they might do the same to someone else the next day. We have the power to each make the world better, and we should use that power. One mitzvah may lead to another mitzvah. Rabbi Aaron D. Pankin, president of HUC, Jewish Institute of Religion, said, "It is the very same Jacob, who has remained mute until this point, finds a powerful voice and asks Laban for what is rightfully his. This ties into how Jacob is maturing and becoming a better person. He has worked for Laban for over 20 years and wants what is rightfully his, namely his wives, children, and animals. I think this is a good lesson about how as you mature and grow older, you should learn to stand up for what is right and stand up for yourself. It is very important not to be greedy and deceitful, but if you don't know or choose not to stand up for yourself, you will just get pushed around, and no one will listen to you. As I mature, I am also trying to make the world a better place. This summer, I helped collect presents for an organization called Cheerful Givers. This organization's goal is to give all kids a special birthday. They make gift bags and put them in food shelves. Then parents can take one and give it to their child. The present is from the parent to the child. This organization believes that kids getting a present from their parents builds and strengthens family bonds and builds self-confidence. It makes the child feel important and special, which they are. I cannot imagine how sad I would be if my family did not have money for birthdays. I collected donations from my school friends from all over, and even family from California. I handed out Cheerful Giver brochures and a flyer I had made to go with it. At the end of the summer, I used the money to buy gifts and gave the presents to the organization. When I got to go meet them at the end of the summer, it was exciting, and they were very appreciative of all the gifts I had collected. After studying Torah for these past months, I feel that I have learned a lot. Before my studying, I wasn't sure how these old stories could affect our lives now. I also did not realize how many interpretations there were of each story. I had thought that there was one interpretation, and that was the lesson. After spending so much time with this one portion, I have learned that all the stories teach many important lessons, which we can all learn from. In my portion alone, there are several lessons, one of which I had talked about. I would like to thank all of my Hebrew teachers for teaching me about Judaism, Israel, and Hebrew. Heidi, my tutor, for helping me study Haftarah and Torah, Rabbi Lockitz and Rabbi Crimmings, and Rabbi Cohen, who is here today, Cantor Seeger and Rita Lusky for the beautiful music, my grandparents, my mom and my dad, who are always there to help, and lastly, God with a Shehechianu. Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehechianu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh.
Let's turn in our prayer books to page 35 and rise as we prepare to return the Torah to the Ark.
Yehalelu et Shem Adonai, Ki Nisgav Shemo Levado. Let us praise the name of Adonai, whose name alone is exalted.
Hoto waleret v'shamayim vayarem keleyamo tehila lechol hasitav livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
God's teaching is perfect, reviving the soul.
God's word is unfailing,
Making wise the simple.
God's precepts are right, delighting the mind.
God's mitzvot are clear, giving light to the eyes.
God's doctrine is pure, enduring forever.
God's guidance is true and altogether just.
Behold, a good doctrine has been given to you. My Torah, do not forsake it. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all who cling to it find happiness. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Help us return to you, Adonai, then truly shall we return. Renew our days as in the past.
Ki lekach tov natati lachem torati al ta'azovu et chayim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomcha meushar deracheha darcheinuam v'chol netivoteha shalom ashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadish Chadish Yameinu Chadish Yameinu Kekadam.
Well, Tyler, I hope you feel a great sense of pride and satisfaction and a job well done, because I know you worked very hard for today. I know you were a little nervous, as all of our B'nai Mitzvah are, but you did us proud. And we're grateful to have had the opportunity to celebrate with you and your family. And you taught us something too, something that we can learn from Jacob, because to be honest, the tradition doesn't know a lot about Jacob. He's very silent until this parsha, just as you taught us. And then, sometimes the things that he did, we question. Was that really a great thing that he did? Should we emulate that? How do we deal with it? I want to take us back to the beginning of your Torah portion, something that happens in the very beginning where we sort of meet Jacob in that transformation that he's experiencing. You talked about his maturing. If you think about from the time he left his parents' home and left his brother Esau back on the ranch, and he goes up to Lavan's, he's in the desert, and he has that great famous dream. Remember? And in that dream, he dreams that there's a ladder that comes from the heavens, and there's angels going up and down on it. Now, tradition is very concerned about where exactly that was, because we don't know a lot about any of the great events geographically. We don't really know where Mount Sinai is, where Moses received the Torah. We don't know where Moses died and is buried. We have ideas, we guess, but we don't really know. And the rabbis of the tradition, they were trying to figure out what it was and where it was that this happened, that Jacob had this incredible encounter, because maybe it was an important place. To the extent that they tried to, in a midrash, describe the ladder. That the ladder had its base in Hebron, which is in the south, and it had, the top of the ladder was over Bethel in the north. But the middle of the ladder, where the angels, those that were going down, met those that were going up, and they had to pause to get around each other, that was right over Mount Moriah, the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, where the temple would be built. Now, why was it that our rabbis wanted to figure out and base this story on where the temple would be built? I think particularly because we don't know a lot about that place. Why was Jerusalem chosen? And to figure that out, there's another story that exists in our tradition, the story of two brothers. It's one of my favorite stories. You've probably heard me tell it before. But the story, in its short version, is that there were two brothers who lived on the opposite side of a field, but they shared that field. And they farmed the land together, but one of them was married and had a family, and one of them lived by themselves. And each of them thought the other was, somebody to pity. The brother with the family thought the guy who lived by himself, he's so sad, he's so lonely. And the one who lived by himself thought, my brother, he must have so much stress and anxiety taking care of a family. So each of them, in their own way, tried to give the other more of the produce from the land. And one would get up in the middle of the night and go to his shed, his storehouse, and he would take carts of food and go across the field and put it in his brother's. And then the other one would get up later in the night and do the same thing. He'd go get his cart and fill it up with produce and take it across the field to his brother. And this went on and on, back and forth. And then one night, I guess their timing was a little off, or maybe perhaps their timing was right on. They met in the middle of that field and realized what the other had been doing. And our tradition teaches us right in that spot where they met, that's where the temple was built. That's what's special about that place. I think what these stories are trying to teach us, trying to figure out where the ladder is connected to the land, and that it's centered on the temple, and that the story of the two brothers, perhaps it's to teach us that what happened at the temple in ancient days was not necessarily about anything other than action. We today, we don't think of the temple as being necessarily the center point of Judaism. Of course, Jerusalem plays a big part of who we are as a people, Zionism and the temple and the Western Wall, where people go to pray because they feel a closeness to God in that space. But we know here in Minnesota and outside of the land of Israel, where we have built synagogues everywhere, that we can make holiness wherever we are, especially if we behave in a certain way. And that is what you described with your Tikkun Olam project. If we can make the world a better place, then we can experience that holiness that Jacob felt in the desert. We can experience that holiness that is associated with Jerusalem and the temple. We can experience that holiness everywhere because we can create it. You also taught us that one mitzvah leads to another. It's inertia. It gets easier and easier to do the right thing and to do good things when you practice it. And so you have exhibited all of these qualities that we hope for in a bar mitzvah. And we're so proud of you, knowing that you are going to help bring the light of Torah into the world. You're going to continue to do these mitzvot, good deeds that will lead to more and more and more. And you're going to continue to create that holiness everywhere that you go. the same way that Jacob experienced it and everybody in between since. And so it's a great honor and pleasure to ask Rabbi Cohn to join me over here, as well as Rabbi Crimmings. Together, we ask for God's blessing on you.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's countenance shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you know God's blessings of peace, health, happiness, joy, holiness, today and every day. As together we say, Amen.
We are all going to turn back to our prayer books to page 37 and rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu leshabech ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asaynu k'nei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu koreim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Let's turn to page 39 and read responsibly. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live as we remember them. This morning, we think of those in our community who have died in recent days. Ruth Weinblatt, Daniel Lerner, Aaron Kitchener, Stephen Feldman, Tilly Jaffe, Sandra Fink. And we remember those whose yahrzeit falls during this week. Fanny Apple, Raquel Benaros, Nellie Berg, Idel Brand, Julius Channon, Ben Cahotis, Diane Cooperman, Harold Dresner, Leon Geller, Fred Capper, Sylvia Keats, Harold Kival, Samuel Koblik, Sophie Krasnoff, Robert Krisheff, Stephen Litt, David Lowenberg, Sylvester Marks, Isidore Milstein, Paul Neeson, Samuel Patton, Frida Paper, Sharon Plotnick, Sharon Rackner, Rachel Reese, Edward Rifkin, Pearl Scher, Evelyn Spanier, Sam Winnick, Max Wittenstein, Marie Wolpert, Helene Zupnik. We also remember those in Tyler's family who they are remembering on this special day. Sundar Edberg, Jack and Sarah Edberg, Ruben and Regina Heftarchik, Clydie and Anne, and Lyle Cook, Vernon Jolicoeur. We also think of those who died in the Holocaust, many of whom have only us to say Kaddish for them. If you are thinking of somebody this morning for Yahrzeit or for Shloshim, I invite you to share their name now as I look your way. Milton Blum. Zikronam Libracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing. As we turn to page 40 for Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'alam u'almei almaya. Vid barach, vid shabach, vid pa'ar, vid romam, vid naseh, vid hadar, vid halav, vid halal, shemei kudusha berechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechata, da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru. Amen.
Oseh shalom imromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru.
You may be seated. We are going to invite Tyler to come back over to the reading desk, and we are going to invite your parents who have prepared a few words of blessing for you this morning.
Tyler, mazel tov on becoming a bar mitzvah. It's a wonderful day of celebration and of increased responsibility. We are very proud of the young man that you are becoming. Over the last year, your mom and I have watched you mature, take on major responsibilities, and appropriately judge your schoolwork, Torah studies, sports, and time with friends and family.
We feel fortunate to have witnessed the enjoyment you had while showing kindness and generosity to the families you supported through cheerful givers. But more substantial than your kindness is your reliability. You've truly shown that people can count on you, and that is a priceless trait.
King Solomon wrote, "Many a person is called a man of kindliness, but a reliable man who can find?" A lot of folks do generous actions and are credited as kindly, but a reliable person is a rarity.
Rabbi Silverstein declared, "It is easy to make your presence felt, but it is hard to make your absence felt. Tyler, you are a person whose word is good and solid, and if you say something, if you say you will do something, people can consider it done. That's a remarkable trait in a young person.
In an ever-changing world, you have shown that you can keep a schedule and are very organized. This will often contribute to your daily successes, but it can also inhibit some opportunities. As you continue down your path of life, I would like to challenge you to continue fighting the feeling that change is always bad. And in fact, I'd like you to find the right opportunities to embrace it and learn from it. When you need support, you will always have your mom and I here for you, as well as this wonderful community of people out here who care for you and are invested in your future.
These people aren't just here to help you celebrate today. They're watching over you and watching out for you. If there should ever be a time when you feel you cannot come to us for help, we hope that you'll seek guidance, Tyler, from one of these many people here today, from your grandparents and aunts and uncles, from your rabbis and the Jewish community, and from your friends.
Your mom and I recently came across my bar mitzvah memory book as we were packing the other day. It contained a letter from my dad, your grandpa, something he wrote to me regarding my bar mitzvah, and I would like to pass some of this advice to you as well. Grandpa wrote word for word. Sometimes growing up is hard to do. It involves a lot of failures and only a few successes. It is important as you go through life to concentrate on your successes and learn from the failures. One way to learn from the past experience is to never accept defeat, but rather treat them as a challenge. When you've done something to your own personal satisfaction, create a new challenge for yourself. Always set your goals high, and you will always have the satisfaction of personal growth that is meaningful. This advice was passed down to me from my dad. It has served me well throughout my life, and I hope it will serve you as well.
Tyler, your dad and I are so proud of you. The learnings you've had throughout the last year, as well as your dedication to Torah, will serve you well throughout life. We hope you continue developing these skills and apply them to all the things that are important to you, and they will enable you to thrive. Congratulations, Mazel Tov. We love you.
We'll invite Adam Krasnoff, who is representing our Board of Trustees and our entire congregation, to share a few words and gifts on behalf of the community.
Thank you. I'm Adam Krasnoff from the Board of Trustees, and it's a privilege for me to be here to represent the congregation. It's also a little bit extra special because I've known Tyler for a few years. And I'm sure that, as I know your parents too, they were cheering for you just like they used to cheer on the sideline, albeit a little bit more quietly today. We have a few gifts for you from the congregation. One of them is a gift from the Jewish Community Center, and so you can have membership to the Jewish Community Center. You also get $250 towards studying in Israel, if you want to study in Israel. We have a nice little book called Text Messages, which is a short Torah commentary for teens. And then last but not least, there's a beautiful Kiddush cup from the women of Bet Shalom, so that you can use that when you celebrate the Kiddush every week. So congratulations, Tyler, you did a great job. It was a fun time for me to be here today.
We are going to invite your sister Peyton to come on up and join us up here. And we are going to turn in our prayer books to page 41 and rise for our prayers for Kiddush.
Shamru v'nei
ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim. Can take a sip and pass it around and share it with your family. Then you can go ahead and uncover the challah for us and lead us in Hamotzi.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon.
You can go ahead and rip off a piece of challah and pass it around to your family. We are going to invite those in our congregation who have become bar mitzvah in the previous year or who will be becoming bar or bat mitzvah in the year to come to join us up on the bima for our closing songs. Please turn to page 42 for Ein Keloheinu. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkinu, Ein Kamoshienu, Micheloheinu, Michadonenu, Michemalkinu, Michemoshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Emalkinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Turn to page 43 and sing together Tefillat Haderach. May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.